Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the Europa Gaming Network. We are visiting Planet Zoo and starting a zoo on the moon of Europa orbiting Jupiter. Look at this frozen wasteland, it should be great. So I saw that Europa Corey is doing a Jurassic Zoo in a Jurassic Park. So I decided, you know what? Let's build our own zoo on our home moon and make everything beautiful. So we were starting out without a lot of money. 40,000 roughly. I think he had like 200,000 for his zoo. So let's one up him and make a better zoo with less money. So let's up this a little bit. 5 meters? Yeah. Alright, I do want to point out, though, that I have never played this game. I played the tutorial briefly, so I don't entirely know what I'm doing. As exciting as that is, I'm terrified. So, let's make this work and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to build our first exhibit. Just be a nice little square exhibit. Probably turn angle snapping to about 90. That does not even seem close to 90, but okay. I dropped the ball on that one. But that's going to be our first exhibit. Now, also, for this, we are going to need a few things. So we have our staff path. So we're going to need a few things from facilities. So let's get on that. Staff facilities. We're going to use some of the pre-gen things for now. So we are going to need a keeper hut. We're going to need a quarantine. Research center, obviously. Staff room, we'll put a little bit closer. A vet. And here goes like almost all of our money. Just setting everything up. A little Santa's workshop. Just to make everything work out. Alright, so we have all our basic buildings, which is great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to edit this barrier. And go doop. Doop. We're going to put some wind glass on it, and then we're going to raise it up. Probably do about there, I think. Sounds good to me. And we might be about ready to get our first animals. We will need, of course, some staff. So let's just generic hire a caretaker. A keeper. Obviously a mechanic. A security. And a vet. We don't have any vendors yet, so we're not going to worry terribly about that, but we will need that. So let's actually go look at that. Let's see what we can find vendor-wise. A drink shop. That's always good. food shop, because, let's be honest, we need food.
Mmm, tasty.
Mmm, tasty. You heard it here first. And that's what we'll call it for that. Oh, we do need a toilet. Let's put that right by the entrance, just so when people come in, they can immediately go pee if they have to. Also, I like how, like, snow is covering our rooftops. It's just so cold here. So, we've got $12,000 left, and we don't have any animals. So let's find an animal. Oh god, we have to build a trade center. How'd I miss that? Oof. This first run might be completely botched. $11,000 left and no animals. So, let's see what we can find. Ooh, an Arctic wolf would be a great animal to start with. Now, we can't be too picky. This one's cheap. And this one isn't too expensive either, so we will buy 2 Arctic wolves. Now, let's go to our trade center. As soon as I find out, there it is, animal storage. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to send these to quarantine. But, oh yeah, fertility's not great, immunity not great, and this one, oh, nothing great. So we got what we paid for on that one, that's fair. Well, I don't know how to send to quarantine, so we're just gonna risk it to get the biscuit. Oh. And I forgot I need a door on my barrier. That might help. And we're gonna need some path. So now, in my section, I should be able to send these two into Habitat 1. And we're going to press play so they get delivered. Alright, I'm just jamming his music. I'm liking it. But yeah, so let's speed it up and get our wolves in the house. Oh, they're being ran there now. And again, I didn't do all the tutorials, so I'm probably really bad at this. So if I mess up anything, feel free to leave a scathing review of how bad I am at everything. Pause. So, let's see. They're good with the grass. They're good with the. They're pretty good. They just don't have a hard shelter terrain, so they're pretty set. So habitat, let's grab a hard shelter. I like these wood ones. We'll do this one. Press play, see if they like it. Perfect, 100%. Environment, plants, and coverage. But let's add some plants just so it looks a little nicer. And we're going to need to add some food and things like that as well. So, let's see. We need food and water. And honestly, for water, we're going to edit the terrain. And we're just going to add some water to this. Boom, and we have a nice little lake in our wolf exhibit. That is wonderful. So now, we're just going to add a little texture to this flat plane of Europa. And it should be all good. Where's our smooth tool? There we go. I like that. That's nice. I mean, it's an oddly circular pond that it looks a little man-made, but I'm sure if we don't tell our wolves, they won't notice. So let's filter this by, they are good with tundra and taiga. But let's stick with tundra and continent. They like North America. So some moss. Oh, not grassland. Nice try. And I'm noticing a lot of this is getting covered with snow, which is quite beautiful. But hey, wolves, I'm sure they love it. Now alright, so that's beautified a little bit. They don't need it. They don't care. Great for me. Enrichment, we don't have any, which is unfortunate. So let's see if we have anything that will fit the Arctic wolf. We don't, so we're going to have to research that in our research lab, which is fair. So let's go to food and water. We don't need... Let's get a large food tray. Let's get it right up there so people can watch these boys in action. Well, boy and girl, respectively, of course. And they should be good now. So they have water with a nice sloping bank. They have food. They have a shelter. Let's see, temperature-wise, how are they doing? Social, they got the right population. Enrichment, they have none. Environment, they're doing great. Terrain, plenty of land area. They don't need anything else, which is great. Everything else is set perfectly. All they're missing is terrain. So we have that set. And look at that. We have our first customers. We have a lot of customers. They're coming to check out our Arctic wolves, who are sprinting around. That is great. So let's do this. Let's go to zoo. Vet research. We have one vet. Obviously, we're going to select our beautiful Arctic wolves and get started on getting them some enrichment so they're happier and they can play more. Now, we are just hemorrhaging money. Hey, it's going back up. That's great news. And it's going back down. Damn. Well, I think what this means is we need a little bit more. And we're going to do some wood logs this time. It's a little bit cheaper. We're going to do a bit smaller of an exhibit. What do you mean the panel's too long? panel too short? Well, that's not entirely cohesive to what I want. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this a little bit better. No, honestly, it should be at 20. Come on. What are you doing? How are you obstructed? Well, this is less than desirable. Alright, well, let's just... boom. There, we made that work. We'll delete that. Question, how high can Arctic wolves jump? Because we might need to fix that. Just for, you know, safety. People hate our exhibits. It's unfortunate, but... we need to make this a little bit more visible, so we're going to turn this into windows. The wolves probably won't like it, but... hey. Our zoo, not theirs. Alright, let's raise this up. Well, it's not an enclosure yet, so... boom. Alright, well, what we probably need is, some more animals if we can. That research complete! Alright, so we're gonna keep that going. Mechanic research. What themes can we get? Ooh, we can get themes. An Arctic theme that fits our motif. I think that would be great. Alright, so let's exit that. Keep our wolves. Oh, look at that. You hear that wolf howl? Our guests are leaving, but it is now time. Animal trading to get a new animal. What animal do we want? Let's filter by species and see what do we want. Not a bear. Let's see. Ooh, reindeer we could do. There aren't any reindeer available. Damn. Plain zebra. What about a snow leopard? Nope, still none. So maybe just any species for now. We can get pronghorn antelopes. Oh, and they're already adopted. Dang. Oh, copy we could get. Those seem cool. Ooh, Nala. Those are dope. Listings are expired. That's unfortunate. So I'm thinking, honestly, Okapi. Because we can get them. We can get a breeding pair for fairly cheap. But their immunity's shit. Like, I really need to start looking at these before I start, you know. Just doing stuff. So we have we have our Arctic Wolves. They're eating over here. That's very cool. And you're in there with them. That's an idea. So let's habitat enrichment. Arctic Wolf. We can get a dog ball. Put that right up there. And one there. And a block of ice. How entirely fitting. And then let's pause this, because we are still hemorrhaging money, and I'd hate to keep that going. So what do you guys need? You don't have enough land. Dangerous animals escaped, I'm sure. There we go. Alright, so. What about now? You're already injured. I am shocked. Alright, so your welfare is better. You got enough room. You need some short grass and some soil. And a lot less snow. So. Terrain. Let's grab some short grass. I think we chose a particularly difficult thing, you know, in this area, so we need probably some heaters. So let's put that there. We're increasing the temperature slowly. Very slowly, and in Celsius, obviously. There we go. The snow is melting away as we watch. We're at a balming $3,000. And we're going to put some windows in here. Habitat, what we obviously need. We need a hard shelter. Some grass in that bish. Exit that. Alright. And the other Okapi's back. Yay. And the snow has stopped melting, which is unfortunate. So we might need another heater or two for these. Lovely animals. So now let's check again. What do they need? How are they doing? Habitat enrichment, they don't have any. That's unfortunate, but we are going to work on that after we finish up our wolves. And we need some plants. And we need a lot more short grass. And the snow, but the snow is dropping. That's a good sign. Also, we have way too much short grass. We need more rock and soil. So let's grab our soil tool. We're just gonna do this big and crazy. Oh my god, that's perfect. Alright, so we moved that. That looks great. We're gonna need probably another heater. Just to make sure everything's perfect for our little guys here. Because honestly, I don't think they like the cold very much. High amounts of litter. We need a trash can, I think. So, facilities. I'm gonna pause time briefly. A recycling bin and a trash can. And let's be honest, we could use some benches. But back to our beautiful Okapi. So they're not happy with their habitat. What's wrong? Plants and hard shelter. They don't have enough hard shelter. So let's get back on that. Oh, this is all Arctic wolf stuff. That is not helpful at all. So species, we need to go to Okapi. Alright, there we are. Oh, pretty similar. We will install this buddy right here. So we got enough probably hard shelter. What we need is plants and enrichment. So environments, they like tropical. So let's get on that. So tundra, North America is gone. They like African and tropical. So let's get that going. So biome, we have tropical and continent. Africa, beautiful. We're going to go for all of it. So we were planting some tropical trees on Europa. Because why not? We'll make the environment work for them. It'll be great. A very pleasant. There we go. We are looking very great. This nice little oasis. What we also need is terrain. Oh, we need our editing tool. We need to drop a bit. Whoa, way too much. Control Z that. Yeah, drop it a little bit more. Size. Much smaller. Much smaller again. And then we'll get water. There we go. That's great. In habitat, we need food. Medium feeding trough right up there by our friends who want to watch. Let's see what their welfare is at now. 67. Alright. They have no enrichment. That's fair. And I just realized, God, we are hemorrhaging money. And people seem desperate. So let's just let it play out a bit and see what happens. Money's going up, money's going down, money's going all around. You know what? I realized a critical error in my design, which I'm sure people have already noticed. Facilities. Donation bins. That's how we make money. So, yeah, my bad on that one. Let's hope that didn't screw us completely. And let's go back to trying to see if we're going to start making money. Now, we have those. Yeah, look at that. Now our money's going up. Alright, but now that we've realized that critical error in our zoo, hopefully we'll start making money and stop losing money, and we will pick this up next time. Thank you for joining me. This has been the Europa Gaming Network. I'm Matt, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.